everywhere. Only on Power 4.4 Radio.
And we are back. Baltimore Flavor Radio with Mr. Antoine.
Boy J. McGraw, the mogul.
And Simply Sabrina.
Shout out to you, Sis Victoria, man. Thank you for coming through and having a dope conversation with us. And again, my man Finesse.
I just learned some new news. I'm a millennial.
Yo,
No, you're not.
now he gonna have a skateboard and a backpack tomorrow.
right.
No, he's not.
That's right.
What year were you born?
1980.
Well, he's right. He's not. Because I looked it up when you guys were. I looked it up. It's 1981 to 96.
Is it?
Yeah.
1982.
Yeah, it said 1981 to 96. I don't know.
Jay, like I said, you have an old soul.
Tomorrow, I'm coming
You
out
have
here.
an old soul.
Well, you're not coming here tomorrow because you got an award to go get. So
I'm gonna come here first on the scooter. And then I'm gonna use the moped to get outside.
Oh my gosh. Hey, live how you feel how you live. Don't put a title on whatever the life is that you choose to. But Megan Rashawn is in the building with us. Welcome to Baltimore Flavor Radio.
Thank you so much for having myself and my two cast members.
Yes.
Um,
Shout out to the young lady with the marathon clothing shirt.
Marathon
Rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle.
Go. Okay. So for people who have who came out to our first showing in February, then you guys remember Mother Marie, who played my grandmother. She is in the building, Miss Sheila Stringer.
Hi. How's everyone?
Good. Well, of course, we're so happy to have you here.
And the other young lady.
Me. And right next to her is Miss Gina Lee, who has now taken over the role as my mother, Miss Jackie Jones.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome, guys. Thank you.
Welcome.
So tell us a little bit. Give us the name of the. This is a play? Give
Yes.
us the name of the play and tell us a little bit about the play itself.
Sure. So the name of the play is called The Show. It's called The Show, The Play. And it's a hip hop musical. It takes place in the 90s. And it features a lot of your favorite hits from the 80s and the 90s. And it surrounds a young lady named Lakeisha Jones, who has it all together on paper, but is continuously picking the wrong man. And so it kind of centers Keisha and her two best friends, Morgan and Tatiana, and her mother, Jackie, and her grandmother. It's really about supporting women, family. It's great music, and of course, everyone who came out the last time, they are all going crazy about my boyfriend, because I'm actually the star of the play. My boyfriend, Raheem. So we left the audience on a major cliffhanger the last time we ran it, which was in February at the Motor House, Baltimore. And so they, the audience was just in love. And they, everywhere I went, Megan, when is it coming back out? When is part two? Like, you couldn't just leave us like hanging like that. So I immediately got moving. So we ran in February, and now we're running again in October. And this time we're doing it at the Arena Playhouse, the oldest continuously running African American theater in the country. So I'm super proud to be a part of the Arena Playhouse and have my production being ran at the Arena Playhouse. It's a very big deal for someone, any playwright. This is just an honor to be with Miss Orange and Mr. Donald Owens and my professor at Morgan, who is the one who led me to Arena Playhouse, which was back well, I ain't telling y'all my age, but some time.
27 like last week, so.
I wish. Some time ago, told me, you need to go to the Arena Playhouse. He was my theater teacher at Morgan. And so years later, I returned to the Arena Playhouse. So we are running part 1 and 2 on October 19th and 20th. And so the great thing is, and I'm so ticked off because I'm going to go live, but I need to add this one part in.
Okay.
Because you guys have been buying tickets and rocking out, and we were originally only running part 2 on Sunday, but I'm getting calls every day from you and your messages and your inboxes, and it's really just been all love. So I have added part 2 for Saturday night. So now you can see both shows both days, Saturday and Sunday.
So I want to go back a little bit because
Okay.
you said something that kind of stung me when you said it. You said that the young lady that's the main character, which I'm assuming is you in this movie,
Play.
Play, has it all together on paper.
Right.
What do you mean she has it all together on paper?
So I think it's like really relatable. Like when I was listening to your previous guest, I'm like, I guess this is what millennial women go through, because it's not my story. I was married very young, and I had a family, so it's not me. And so a lot of people say, it's just you. It's not me. But it's a lot of women can relate to it. So Lakeisha Jones is educated. She has degrees. She lives a privileged life. She doesn't need a man for financial reasons. If she selects to be with you, it's by choice. And so she keeps selecting the wrong, or at least the wrong time for this man. And so he's basically playful and does playful things. And what I love about the dynamic between her mother, which Gina Lee plays, and my grandmother, is that they have also gone through these things. So it's their, saying, baby, it's okay. This is how you navigate through this. This is a part of your journey. This is a part of life. So it's been excellent because all generations are represented in the play. It's not just like from one person's perspective. You have, my grandmother who's supposed to be around in her 70s and 60s. You have my mom who's in her 50s. I'm in my early 20s. And the great part about Keisha's life, which is to show the play part 2, you're going to really start digging in on learning the family. You learn about Keisha's dad, who wasn't seen in the first play. You learn about some of the other characters' parents. And what I tried to make it authentic to Baltimore, because the play takes place in West Baltimore. So some of the things that I feel like is not seen in entertainment is strong Black fathers, because I see so many single dads like doing their thing, taking care of their children better than like they doing a daggone good job. I'm trying not to swear. They're doing a doggone good job. I see fathers in the city taking care of their daughters well. And so I actually highlight this in my in the second play, in the follow-up. Showing a single father, showing that dynamic. So it's really, it's still a lot of comedy. I didn't add that in. It's comedy. So the last play is comedy. I mean, but it with a message, so it's you're laughing, but you're still like, oh yeah, that's real. But you're laughing through it. And it's very important for me to create content that is entertaining. I want people, and my desires to have folks come out and be like, Megan, I had the time of my life. Like, I was feeling so bad before I came into this play, and now I'm just smiling, because that's the point. I want you to kind of escape and really, and I want to educate you too, so you leave with something, but you also leave entertained. It's not just, I don't want you to support me because you support Megan. I want you to support me because the work is good. And you just want to support because you like it.
Now, as far as your stage, do you have like props?
Of course. So I'm very serious when it comes to my productions. I'm
Because I've seen something that.
Well, and we've all seen, and first of all, I don't down any production because it is tough to write a script, get it copywritten, and actually put your work out. And so it's not easy. And so for anybody to be bold enough to, hey, I'm gonna put myself out there, I'm gonna put my work out there, and then put it on a stage, you are commended on itself. So I never down anybody on their projects or on their work. However, of course, we have props, we have sets, we have cues, and but it's live, so anything is liable to happen because it's a live show. However, I really train my actors and myself to be prepared for anything. I come from a background of improv, so we're able to kind of roll with it. And what's the great thing about being with Black theater is that your audience plays with you. Like, that's why I love being with our people, because they're gonna tell you when it ain't funny, or if they feeling a line, they're like, I was there, yeah. You always know. I love that about entertaining in front of our people. Like, they're honest. But yes, we have props. I mean, it's at the Ring Playhouse. Why wouldn't we have props and set?
Even if you didn't at the old spot.
We did, and then we did at the Motor House too.
Right, but I'm just saying, even if you didn't there, you definitely got.
But we wouldn't be able to get there if we weren't doing that. So, and this is one thing that I want to tell people who are listening, because it's a lot of people like hit me like, Megan, I'm listening. I appreciate every last one of you guys for listening, because you know how hard I'm working, and we did a hell of a press run the first time we did it. So I'm super excited to begin our press run here with you all, and we have so many great interviews in store for you guys, the guys that that's following us, and I'll be disseminating that information as the weeks gets closer. But what was your question? Oh, you have to be prepared. This is what I want to tell you guys. You have to be prepared. So in order for me to get into the Motor House, my set still had to be proper for me to even approach the arena. And our arena is family. So it's all family there. But even to get there, you have to be prepared. You can't think you're going to go from here to here. You have to prepare for that in any budget on any level. Because things can happen. If you're a creative mind, I have made props out of a box. You can make props out of anything, and it looks good. And you're like, oh my God, it looks like a casket. True story. I made a prop for somebody else. I do stage directing when I'm not doing my own stuff. I do stage directing for other people's projects. And I was a stage director for somebody's project, a pretty high-profile person. And they were like, you really turned it into a casket. It was a box. And because I could see it. So if you have the creative mind, you can do anything. So don't feel, if you are an artist out there or a playwright or someone who wants to put on a production and you don't have the money, don't feel like you can't do it. Because if you want it, you can manifest it. God will make it happen. God will put everything in place for you.
All right. Heard that.
Now, the reason why I asked that question is because we, as colored, always seem to half-ass something.
Have what?
Half-ass something. And it doesn't sell the full reality of the actual play.
Right.
Because you're trying to sell the vibe. Like I said in here, it's like the vibe. When you come in,
but this is our play. And I don't want to interject because you're the host. But our play is nothing like that. So I just want to make sure that the audience knows that when you come out to the Arena Playhouses, come see this on October the 19th or 20th in Harry, because the tickets are going fast. And so I'm hoping that you can actually get a ticket. But when you come on October the 19th and the 20th, expect to have a very entertaining show, one that's believable, one that you will feel connected, and we're having refreshments and wine and all of those things. So you're going to be comfortable, so you don't have to worry about the atmosphere or it's not being believable or it's not worth your money, because the one thing that I do is I work very hard for my money and I respect money. So I don't ever want anyone to feel like they wasted their money with me. And so when I put my name on something, I work hard so that it is, and sometimes it can be annoying because I know my cast, they're like, she's a freaking perfectionist. But sometimes it takes that, because in order to be great, if we were all great, then it wouldn't be difficult. In order to be great, it's going to be hardship. It comes with difficulty. So it's important for me, for all that being said, that this is going to be a great show. We also have some comedians that are being added. We had comedians the last time, and you guys enjoyed that. We had Howard G, and we had some other comedians, Just Tim and Derek Skip, my people. But we're going to be adding more comedians to this show, and I also really want a female comedian. So if you're interested in that, hit me on my IG, Miss Megan Boss Lady.
Can I send you some people? Can I send you?
Sure.
I got you.
Yeah, sure. Send people, and just because you're referred doesn't mean you get the job. But definitely, I look at everybody's stuff. So it's going to be a great production.
So let's talk to the young ladies at the end of the table. Tell us a little bit about.
One for the live and one for the Instagram.
So tell us a little bit about your characters and just basically your overall involvement in the play. Yeah, y'all gonna have to switch your mic and then switch your phone and yeah.
Well, my name is Sheila Stringer, and I play Mother Marie. And in the first part of the play, I was just kind of like, your basic grandmother. Second half, Grandma gets her swerve on. Okay? And she starts to have a little bit of fun.
Okay.
But it's a very interesting play, and it's a very funny play, especially in certain parts of it. We have a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to seeing everybody come over and come to the Playhouse to see us.
And Sheila sings too. Don't forget that.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you're gonna put that out there, then you gotta give us like a little 10-second.
She was like karaoke. Her voice is going down, bro.
Yeah.
So
She
like,
definitely does. Come and hear her voice at the Playhouse.
Yes, I was about to say.
She's got a beautiful.
So as mother, just tell us a little bit about your journey through part one of the play, and then kind of give us a little bit, because we want people to come out and understand, but just give us a little bit about the direction that you're going in part two.
Well, Mother Marie is all about family. She wants to be close to her family, she wants to keep in touch with her family, and she wants to help her family. So she's really all about family and connecting with them. The second part, she starts to explain to her daughter what happened in the past, and bring her daughter kind of up to speed about what happened in her family that she didn't know about. So this is going to be quite enlightening for a lot of people especially the people who saw the first half of the play.
Mm-hmm.
So, but Mother Marie is all about family. She wants to be there. She wants to participate. She wants to dance with young folk and all that, even with her little arthritic hip and everything else. She can go down. She can't get up, but she can go down.
It's definitely family secrets. Family secrets revealed in part two.
And that's what's really going to be interesting.
Yeah.
We start learning about different things that happened in Baltimore in the earlier years before Keisha was even born. And that's really, it's going to be very interesting.
Okay. Come on, Grandma. You gotta get your side.
Okay, well, that's Grandma.
Oh,
I'm Grandma, I'm Mother.
Got you. Okay.
I will play, well, first, let me say, my name is Gina Lee. I play Keisha's mother. And my name will be Jackie Jones.
Jackie Jones.
Yeah.
She pulls the belt out.
The character that Megan has created for me is a very family-oriented woman who is kind of like the glue that, you know, in most black families, that mother that is loving, you know, trying to love her husband through his trials, trying to keep her daughter on track through her growing experience, as well as keep herself together. She goes through some things, you know, in this second part. I was not in the first part when it played last year, but I'm very excited to be part of it this time. And that family dynamic is what I think everyone will be able to relate to.
You literally just stole those two words out of my mouth, because I was going to ask, what is the family dynamic in this part two as you enter into the play?
Well, again, I don't want to give out
Right,
everything,
right.
but Keisha's going to be going through some things, and I've got to be able to keep the love and support going towards my daughter, but I have to be able to explain her growing to my husband, because he's just not understanding. So it's I'm kind of in between. I'm a Christian, but I'm also trying to, you know, I'm trying to hold her down, you know, and say, okay, yes, I understand you, but my husband, I'm trying to say, yes, I understand you too, and I've got your back.
You're the connector.
Yes, I'm that glue. I'm that glue. And my mother, who Sheila's playing, she plays my mother. She's the one who has no filter. So she's trying to tell me about my experiences, I think, as a way of helping me to handle my current situation. You see what I'm saying? So that's where I think this play will tap into everybody's current existence, because everybody's got that aunt, grandma, sister, somebody who's like over their shoulder saying, you ought to do it this way.
Yeah, no, they're senile, you know, old age forget stuff.
But you take what they say with a grain of salt, and you try to honor them in their title, because